EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive, Fox. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now a first carry for their fullback.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
They'll run on 1st down. Haskins. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Haskins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Bush running left.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they stick with Bush. Fights him off. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They give to Bush going right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be complete to Dillon. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Caught right side. It's Lewis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way. You got it. I just went right past it. Let's go.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fox. He's got Green. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run for it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Yeah! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
There you go.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bush. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give to the fullback on the dive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fox. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Let's go. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Lewis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give. This is Bush. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll hand it off to Bush. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. There was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw on 2nd down. Fox firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defense.
Touchdown, Seahawks! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man, it's Washington. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with an NFC West battle down in the Valley of the Sun. Arizona visiting San Francisco. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Niners already 1-0, trying to make it 2 straight as they lead on the road. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Dragons were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. The Falcons able to even their mark at 1-1 after falling in their opener a week ago. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Fox. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on first down. Fox. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding Green complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Bush. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards remain for second down. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
1st and goal, Bush. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fox finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fox. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking to throw. Fox. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Fox. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Haskins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Fox. And caught. Right side. Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Fox. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense back out, ready to go.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll keep it on the ground. Haskins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. Haskins, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And it's sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Washington's got it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll set up a throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Haskins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Haskins, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Fox.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Lewis. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.